The following is part 1 of 3 in a series of tours showcasing every generation of Subaru Crosstrek so far. Welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we have here is a 2016 Subaru Crosstrek 2.0i Limited. This Crosstrek is painted in crystal white pearl. It does have smart key access at the front doors. And on the key fob you have the buttons for lock, unlock, liftgate release, and panic. Storage on the front door panels. You do have power windows, locks, and mirrors. It has a black interior, and the limited trim includes leather seats. Both front seats are manually adjusted. Now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine. And it does have push-button ignition. Since its debut for 2013, the Crosstrek, which serves as Subaru's entry-level crossover slotting below the Forester, has quickly become one of the most popular cars on the road today. What the Crosstrek is pretty much a Subaru Impreza hatchback with a more adventurous flair. It not only has a more rugged appearance, but it has a much higher ground clearance than a standard Impreza, which, combined with Subaru's patented all-wheel drive as standard, results in the impressive capability off the beaten path one would expect from a rugged Subaru, in a compact, relatively affordable package. The Crosstrek made its debut for the 2013 model year, and as of the 2025 model year it is now in its third generation. Internationally, the first two generations were called the Subaru XV, before the third generation became known as the Crosstrek globally. It was also called the XV Crosstrek in North America until 2016, when that name was shortened to Crosstrek. This 2016 model represents the first generation of the Crosstrek, which was produced from model years 2013 through 2017, and is based upon the fourth generation Subaru Impreza, which was made from 2012 to 2016. For 2014, the Crosstrek Hybrid debuted, which was, in fact, Subaru's first ever production hybrid vehicle. For the 2016 model year, the Crosstrek got a mid-cycle refresh. Aside from being renamed from XV Crosstrek to just Crosstrek in North America that year, other changes included an updated exterior and a couple safety updates. The hybrid would be dropped for 2017. The US market 2016 model year Crosstrek came in the following trim levels: 2.0i, 2.0i Premium, 2.0i Limited, Hybrid, and Hybrid Touring. The non-hybrid 2.0i models came with a 2-liter flat-4 boxer engine making 148 horsepower. Hybrid models also used a 2-liter flat-4, albeit with electric motor assistance, which resulted in a total output of 160 horsepower. 2.0i models, depending on the trim, could be had with either a 5-speed manual or CVT automatic transmission, with hybrids being CVT only. Symmetrical all-wheel drive was standard across the range. In the instrument cluster, we have 3 analog gauges, which are your tachometer, speedometer, and MPG gauge. Then you have a digital info display, which can be gone through via these controls on the steering wheel. Digital speedometer, then you have various settings that you can go into. Trip computers. It has a 4-spoke design, leather-wrapped, multifunctional steering wheel. And as for controls, on this side you have your audio controls, voice command button, Bluetooth controls, and your information display controls. Then on this side you have your cruise controls, and it does have paddle shifters as well. The steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. You can toggle your blind spot monitors right here, traction control toggle button is right here, panel dimmer, climate vent for the driver, On this side is your exterior lighting stock, while on this side is your wiper stock. Going down the center of the interior, you have a digital display up top with your passenger airbag indicator, temperature, clock, and then you can go through what is shown here with this button. Average fuel economy, that kind of stuff. You have your central climate vents, hazard light switch. Right here is your touchscreen infotainment system, which we'll go over more in a bit. SD card slot. Push button ignitions there. You do have single zone automatic climate controls, your fan speed, different zones, temperature, auto mode. Storage ahead of the shifter with a 12-volt power outlet. Entering reverse does reveal a backup camera. The parking brake is hand operated. You have some storage right here with 2 cup holders and the controls for your 2-stage heated front seats. And you have a center console with an aux port, 2 USB ports, and another 12-volt power outlet. The glove box is lockable. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors. Little storage sleeve on the driver's one. Auto dimming rear view with a built-in compass. And on the overhead console you have your roadside assistance, overhead lighting, and the controls for your power sunroof. It is one-touch automatic. Here's the infotainment system in this 2016 Crosstrek Limited. So, very simple. Very simple. I love how this is set up. You have your touch-sensitive shortcut buttons along here with the map, apps, home, info, seek, track, volume, power, tuning knobs are physical as well. But under map, does have built-in navigation. Actually, a somewhat responsive screen, which is surprising for how old this is. Then under audio, does have AM, FM, and Sirius XM, plus Bluetooth audio streaming, as you can see, plus you still have a CD player as well. And then your sound settings. Then under phone, pretty self-explanatory, pairing phones. Then under apps, MirrorLink, Starlink. Then under info, if you have a Sirius XM subscription, you can get your local weather, local fuel prices, that kind of stuff. And then finally we got settings. But now we'll roll down the driver's window and have a look at the engine bay. The driver's window is fully automatic. The 2016 Crosstrek 2.0i came standard with these 17-inch 5-split-spoke machine-finished alloy rims. The Crosstrek 2.0i is powered by the FB20B 2-liter naturally aspirated flat-4 boxer engine. It has an aluminum block along with aluminum heads, dual overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, and dual active valve control. Horsepower is rated at 148 at 6,200 RPM, and torque is rated at 145 pound-feet at 4,200 RPM. Limited models come standard with a Lineartronic continuously variable transmission with a manual shifting mode, and Subaru's standard symmetrical all-wheel drive system assures that all 4 wheels get traction. Running on regular unleaded with a 15.9-gallon fuel tank, EPA estimates are 26 mpg in the city and 33 mpg on the highway. It has a McPherson strut front suspension and a double wishbone rear suspension. You get 4-wheel disc brakes with vented front rotors, and 2.0i Crosstrek models have a max tow rating of 1,500 pounds. Does have roof racks. Bottle holders in the back door panels. Folding back seats. Front passenger seat has a mat pocket on the back. You do have a folding center armrest with 2 cup holders. And as for space back here, I'm about 6'1". Driver's seat's in a pretty comfortable position for myself. Headroom is actually not too bad. I have like a little more than an inch or so. Footroom, pretty good. Legroom is even pretty good. I'm always pretty surprised when I'm in the back seat of a Crosstrek because at the end of the day, this is literally just a Subaru Impreza hatchback with a raised ride height. That's a compact car. So I always am pretty surprised with how relatively comfortable the back seats of these Crosstreks are. Here in the Pacific Northwest, Crosstreks are one of the most common cars on the road, hands down. I remember when for 2024, when the Crosstrek got redesigned, I instantly started seeing them everywhere. Like, that was like the fastest I'd ever seen a new model just appear suddenly everywhere. Everyone was buying them the second they came out. I see far more Crosstreks than just the regular Imprezas that they're based on. And I completely understand why. I think they look pretty cool. They stand out. They don't look really like any other type of vehicle. And you have that raised ride height and all-wheel drive capabilities as standard. I think that really is appealing. Plus, you know, practical, roomy. I think it's a pretty cool package. Single exhaust, does have a rear wiper. Cargo space in the Crosstrek is 22.3 cubic feet with the back seats up and 51.9 cubic feet after folding them down. And the fuel cap, as seen earlier, is on the passenger side. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2016 Subaru Crosstrek. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.